A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Elijah Gesher. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In case you're new here, subscribe to my YouTube channel for the most amazing content. Like I say, this is the greatest YouTuber in the Republic of Kenya, and the E in my name stands for exactly what you need. Now, the Kenyan President Dr. William Samoei Ruto has signed the controversial finance bill into law. This happened today in the morning at State House, Nairobi, where he put his presidential signature or his presidential assent, making the bill into a law. Now it's the finance law of 2023. So the finance bill was passed last week on Tuesday at Parliament in Nairobi, and it is sailed through the third reading, whereby MP, I believe should be Molo Kuria Kimani, was the chairman of the National Assembly Finance and National Planning Committee, who is the one who tabled the bill, and it was passed. Now, the bill has a total of 87 new amendments, key and most notable among them being the housing levy. Now, initially, for those who are not aware, the housing levy was supposed to be a levy and not a tax. In fact, the president, during an interview at State House, really defended the housing levy, saying it will be sort of a saving, whereby after 7 years, Kenyans will be able to withdraw the funds. If you will not be able to get a house, you'll be able to get back your funds, your money after saving for 7 years. But still also be taxed. Yeah. But after deliberations, debate, public participation, and things like that, the tax was cut back to 1.5%. The levy now was cut back to 1.5%. And in this time round, it will be a tax, meaning it will be non-refundable to you. So beginning next month, I believe, the government will effect a 1.5% tax on the gross pay of every Kenyan to fund what we call the housing levy. And this is what the government will use to construct houses all over the country. And they are saying it will create massive employment opportunities. The target for the government was 200,000 houses. But statistically speaking, from analysis I've seen online, people are saying it is statistically impossible to use the 1.5% to be able to come up with 200,000 houses per year. In fact, people are saying or making a joke that 3% will take you 100 years to get a house. So a 1.5% will take you are hoping 200 years to get a house. And people are saying that the government's projection of the housing fund is not accurate, and even expert opinions are saying that this thing will just collapse just like that. So this bill was passed by a total of 184 MPs, guys. That is a super majority. 184 Kenya Kwanza MPs passed the finance bill into law, except one, Gathoni wa Mushomba, who is the MP for Githunguri, and she objected to the finance bill, saying it is punitive, it's outrageous, and it is bringing a lot of burden to Kenyans. But like we say in a democracy, it's about the numbers, it's about the tyranny of numbers. And I remember the deputy president saying that, we have the numbers, and indeed, government has the numbers. Like you have seen, the bill passed through the first, second, third reading, because the government controls the numbers. I remember even the president saying that they are waiting to see those people who will not vote for the finance bill, for the jobs of Kenyans and for the things like that. And it has sailed through. Now it has become a law, and it must be followed by both employers and employees. In fact, there's a statement by the FKF, the Federation of Kenyan Employers, saying that it will lead to job cuts now that there is additional taxation to them, and they will maybe not be able to fund all these taxes. Therefore, they have to cut the employees on their payroll. The members of the opposition, a total of 88 MPs from Azimio, opposed the amendment, but this is a weak minority that really could not have done anything. In fact, we remember the Azimio walking out of parliament when the bill was being tabled by Treasury CS Professor Njuguna Ndung'u. The Azimio MPs walked out disgracefully, and it was a show of discontentment with the bill, saying that their presence in parliament will be validating the government's effort in having a punitive budget for Kenyans, and therefore they had to walk out. In fact, tomorrow, Tuesday, they have scheduled public baraza, what they call public baraza at Nairobi, I believe Kamkunji, where they want to go and address Kenyans, the opposition, about this finance bill of 2023. The digital content creators also will be subject to a 5% tax. This is after this originally they were supposed to pay 15%, but according after many deliberations, back and forth, comedians, government, and the digital content creators meeting the president at State House, whereby he was launching the Talanta Hela Council and the Talanta Hela program. They appeal to the president, telling him that 15% is too much for us. Even other professions, they pay 5%. Why should we pay 15%? And that is where the tax went from 15% to 10%. So the digital content creators have also been affected in this new law that will now control how government collects funds from its citizen or taxes. The other thing is about the 16% value added tax on fuel products. Previously, Kenyans used to pay 8% of fuel tax or VAT on fuel products. Now that will double, and we are waiting honestly to see the prices of fuel by 14th of July, or I don't know if it will be implemented immediately. We're waiting to see how much fuel prices are going to skyrocket. Remember, in Kenya, a slight rise in the cost of fuel drastically leads to a rise in the cost of living. Why? Because every product that we consume or every service we consume must use fuel for production. For example, you go to the market, you want to buy some potatoes, some cabbages, some groceries. These farmers have to transport their products from the farm to the market, and therefore the cost of transportation, once it rises, then automatically the cost of products rise. Factories, industries depend on fuel to generate electricity, to generate power for what? Powering machines to produce bread, to produce butter, to produce whatever, and that makes the cost of production go up, and the cost is always transferred to the consumer. So guys, that's it. The rise in cost of living will be very high, double the rise in the cost of fare. Yeah, matatus will not sit there and just continue having dwindling profits. Fare is also going to rise. So this will have one of the worst ripple effects on the cost of living, which is already above the skies. And the other notable change was about the betting withholding taxes that will be charged at 12.5%, as well as insurance withholding taxes at 16%, and betting 12.5%. So the finance bill has a lot of amendments. You can watch my video about finance bill 2023. I had broken down everything that you need to know that will concern you about the finance bill of 2023. Thank you so much for watching this video. My name is Elijah Gishoro. Continue subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing my content. I love you so much, and I'll be here to bring you everything that is worth your time.